What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you guys. Vinyl this time, and we're gonna grind this one out here because we got some grindcore records to show here. Got a nice little stack of grind to show you here. Very incredible, very intriguing style of extreme music. Fast, cutthroat, relentless, aggressive, pretty much over the top. And yeah, all of these bands that I'm going to talk to you about here, I feel represent that very, very well. The first two records I'm going to show you here are of the same band. I have not seen this band in almost 6 years, but until a couple of, I want to say back in January, I was able to get to see this band live, and a lot of good memories seeing these guys. This is NOISEAR with Turbulent Resurgence. Yeah. This originally came out on CD through Willow Tip Records, and also came out on vinyl through Deep Six Records. I want to say this came out back in 2012. And yeah, if you're not familiar with NOISEAR, they are based out of both New Mexico and Texas, and mostly Texas mainly, but yeah. This is a band that had a very, very awesome and unorthodox approach to grindcore. Very technical, very intricate, very chaotic. But yet their style of grindcore was just really, really amazing. Their early 7 inches, their EPs, their full-length albums, even the one they put out through Relapse with Subvert the Dominant Paradigm. Unbelievable record. And Turbulent Resurgence pretty much kept the ball rolling for their style of grindcore. Really intense riffs, intense drumming. I mean, Brian Fajardo to me is the best drummer grindcore has right now, and his performance on here is just as sensational as any other drum performance you would see him be involved with. I would have to say this is probably the main project that I would best associate Brian Fajardo with. I mean, he drums in a lot of bands, but this is one band that I sincerely think of him in to sound really amazing. And it goes without saying, Dorian's riffs sound fantastic. He is a master riffmeister, very intricate, very technical, very chaotic. I mean, listening to songs like Fiery Rebirth, Harsh Reality, Born Alone, Die Alone, Blood Bag for the Leeches, Educated Hatred, just some really, really fantastic songs and songwriting. Really, really crazy stuff to be heard with this release. And yeah, things would only get better for NOISEAR from there. So yeah, here's the front cover. Really love this artwork. Back cover. Once again, Deep Six Records put out the vinyl. I like the fact that the track listing is starting from 20 all the way down to 1. Very interesting factoid about this record. But yeah, it comes with this printed sheet with artwork here. Very, very nice. Lyrics and credits and information. Let me slide this back in here real quick. And yeah, this comes on a standard black vinyl. Cool center labels on here. NOISEAR logo. Absolutely badass logo, I should say. But yeah, this is a really good NOISEAR album and definitely something worth checking out. So yeah, this is NOISEAR with Turbulent Resurgence. And I said things would only get better for NOISEAR from here, and we come to this. Once again, this is NOISEAR with Utopian Armageddon Omega Aftermath. This was released last year through Batholith Industries, and yeah, if I thought things were crazy on Turbulent Resurgence, things would only get a lot more intense and over the top here on this album. I mean, things just sound and get better and better from here for this band. Really amazing songwriting, better riff work, better vocal work, the shrieks, the growls, just a very varied sort of vocal performance. Once again, Brian Fajardo delivering an amazing drum performance. Just so crazy and technical and smart. I really love that about NOISEAR. This is a really fantastic album. But yeah, front cover, love this artwork. Very, very detailed and crazy. Here's the back cover with a track listing. Pretty much everything flows by and goes by at a very tremendous pace here. Really, really amazing. But yeah, comes with this sheet here You have credits and information, all the guest people who appear on here. You have Gary from Caranier and Mitchell Luna from, what do you call it, Maruta. Excuse me. Different vocalists and guest appearances throughout this record. Lyrics and stuff. Very awesome lyrics, very well written stuff, I should say. And like the previous record, this comes on a standard black vinyl. Side Utopian Armageddon. Side Omega Aftermath. Very good quality on this record, by the way. But yeah. NOISEAR are fantastic, and I'm very, very curious to see and hear what next steps this band eventually takes. It's probably going to be a good step, so yeah. Utopian Armageddon, Omega Aftermath by NOISEAR. Go check out both of these records. Yeah. Next up, we move to Colorado for probably one of the best, if not the best, grindcore album of 2016. There were so many great albums to come out in 2016. I really wish I would have had way more room for something like this. This is Vermin Womb with Decline. Yeah. This is released through Throat Ruiner Records and Translation Lost Records, and Vermin Womb is another amazing grindcore project from probably one of the more notable names to come out of that state, and that is my very good friend Ethan McCarthy. He has just such an amazing body of work I can't even think of the words to say right now, because I really love everything that this guy has ever done. I loved his work in Death of Self and Clinging to the Trees of a Forest Fire, to the stuff that he's doing nowadays with Primitive Man. He even has a new project out called Many Blessings, really experimental, noisy sort of doom stuff. Definitely worth checking out and supporting. But as far as Vermin Womb is concerned, this is the debut full-length, and yeah, pretty much everything you would ever know and expect from his previous works come to full life and fruition here on Decline. So misanthropic, so angry. I mean, the vocal work, I love Ethan's vocals here. He just sounds so angry. The bellowing in his voice, his rage, it's just so nasty to hear the words that he says and the way he executes things. The riffs sound amazing, the bass work is very rattling, the drumming is very awesome too. There's a really good production quality going for a release like this. The artwork is fantastic too. And really, this really is the definition of an awesome grindcore record. And if you hadn't heard it, I would definitely look into finding a way to listen to it and checking it out. This is really fucking awesome. So yeah, here's the front cover. Love this album cover art. Very, very beautiful. Back cover. Dig the logo on here. Yeah, Translation Lost and Throat Ruiner Records. Comes with this printed sheet. Very, very nice artwork. You have track listings and credits here. If I had to think of any really good songs, I would recommend Industrialist, Rank and File, Slave Money. Just an amazing selection of songs to be heard on this. I bought this locally through a very good friend of mine who was parting ways with some records, and it turns out this is one of the colored variants, I believe, of this record. I don't know what the limitation on everything is, but yeah, this comes on a very nice bone white vinyl. You have this side here. You have this side there. Very good quality on this record. Sounds amazing. Yeah, but yeah. One of the best grindcore records of last year, if not the best grindcore record of last year. So once again, this is Vermin Womb with Decline. Go check this out. Next up, we are listening to this band right now, so I may as well show you something from this band. This is Napalm Death with Time Waits for No Slave. Yeah. This was originally released in 2009 through Century Media Records, and to me, I mean, well, first of all, if you're a grindcore fan and you don't know who Napalm Death are, I honestly don't know what to tell you. These guys are fucking pioneers and legends and helped build, mold, and create the style of grindcore. I mean, I don't know if they're the founders or creators of grindcore, but they certainly had to have had some hand or tie in the creation of the genre. I mean, As far as newer Napalm Death is concerned, because there have been different sorts of eras of the band. There was the sort of grindcore-ish era of the band with the first couple of records, and then they had a transition into a more death metal-esque sort of sound, but then in the later 2000s they decided to measure the best of both worlds by adding more grind and punk sort of elements. And yeah, this to me is the best album of the current Napalm Death era. I mean, this is probably one of Barney's best vocal performances. So angry, so aggressive. I mean, the sung vocals that are on here, the shouted vocals, add a little bit of a nice touch. The drumming is sensational here. The riffs and bass work sound so good. I mean, songs like, pretty much the first side of Side A is everything you would need to hear from a record like this. I mean, the title track, Work to Rule, Strong Arm, Life and Limb, Fallacy Dominion, yeah, such good songs to be heard on this album, and I definitely, like I said, I feel this is the best album of the current Napalm Death era. I mean, they put out some pretty solid records ever since then, in my opinion, but nothing has topped Time Waits for No Slave for me. So yeah, here's the front cover. Digging the matte finish on this cover here. Very good quality on here. Back cover. Band members, track listing, and credits. This is a 2015 reissue through Supreme Chaos Records. But yeah. Sheet with band member photos and credits. Lyrics. Really, really awesome lyrics. And there's even that really cool video for Time Waits for No Slave. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that or not, but I really, really enjoyed this video, that music video for that song. Yeah, this is limited to 300 copies, and it is hand numbered. Have a little hype sticker here. Mine is number 125 out of 300. And it comes on a very heavyweight translucent red vinyl. Side A here. Side B. Yeah, very thick vinyl for such a grindcore record. But of course this is a somewhat lengthy album, so I could understand why this would be such a heavy vinyl to be put into. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, this is my favorite Napalm Death album of the current era. I mean, I love albums like Fido, Fear, Emptiness, Despair, Diatribes, all that sort of stuff. But Time Waits for No Slave, this is where it's at for me with Napalm Death right now. Fucking love this album. Next up, we got some classic Relapse grind, and this one is a doozy. This is Agoraphobic Nosebleed with Altered States of America. Yeah, this is originally released in 2003 through Relapse Records, and yeah, Agoraphobic Nosebleed are something else. They are a very, very over-the-top, insanely crazy grindcore band. They've always had something crazy about them, whether it be their music, whether it be their lyrics, the fact that they are one of those drum machine sort of grindcore bands, the dual vocal assaults, the over-the-top lyrical content. I mean, there's just so much I enjoy about Agoraphobic Nosebleed. I mean, I personally prefer albums like Frozen Corpse Stuff with Dope to Agorapocalypse Now. Just an amazing, amazing album. But this is just so over the top. I mean, it's 100 songs. I mean, pretty much multi-second long tracks with brief bits and spurts of lyrics and just so much craziness going on here. I mean, excuse me, I'm going to read off some of these song titles so you get an idea of what I'm talking about here. The First Day of Sodom, Pussy Hair, Prayer Rug, Definition of Death, Firearms for All Faiths, Black Metal Transvestite, Deviant Arousal, 5-band Genetic Equalizer Part 3, Latter-day Mormon Ritual. I mean, there's, yeah, like I said, there's like fucking 99 songs on this thing. It's so fucking crazy, but it's so fun to listen to. I mean, there's even a remixed version of this album on the B-side of this album, which is a little bit more cybergrindy and technical, which makes it all the more fun and entertaining to listen to. But yeah, this is not going to be for everybody, but if you're into really intense sort of grindcore, this is the Agoraphobic Nosebleed album for you to be checking out. So yeah, here's the front cover. I've always loved this album cover here with the priest and the artwork and everything. Back cover. Yeah, this is a 2016 reissue through Relapse Records, I want to say. Comes with this fold-out sheet here. You have the nun spread across into one big artwork piece. Band members, credits, lyrics for pretty much every single song that's on here, all on one fucking album. It's a short album too, so that's why it runs as quickly as it does. Track listing for the B-side, the remix. Excuse me. Yeah, this is just a lot to take in. But yeah, you really have to be in the mood for something like this. And the version I got, I believe, is limited to 300 copies, and it comes on this very nice highlighter yellow with green and yellow splatter. You have this side with the Altered States album, and you have this side with the remix of Altered States of America. And I should mention that all the remix songs end with the words Rectal Anarchy. That just goes to show you how over the top Agoraphobic Nosebleed is. I mean, I was happy enough to see them live in a couple of years ago for the Housecore Horror Fest, and they were so much fun to watch. But yeah, love them or hate them, Agoraphobic Nosebleed are such a blast. So anyway, here's Altered States of America by Agoraphobic Nosebleed. And last but not least, I'm going to talk to you about a grindcore band that I absolutely love. I love everything this band has ever done, and I cannot wait to hear more. This is Pig Destroyer with Phantom Limb. Yeah, this also came out on Relapse Records, I want to say back in 2007, and pretty much as far as current day Pig Destroyer goes, I would have to say this is one of my favorite records. I mean, such primal aggression coming from an album like this. Songs like Jupiter's Eye, Death Tripper, the title track, Alexandria, Girl in the Slayer Jacket. I absolutely love that song so much. I mean, J.R. Hayes is such a fantastic songwriter and lyric writer, and I really do feel that some of his best written material comes on this particular album. But the music itself is just so over the top and crazy. I just love Scott Hole's riffs. So amazing to listen to. They really command your attention and make you appreciate everything that's going on with a release like this. Yeah, such a fun Pig Destroyer record. I mean, still my favorite Pig Destroyer record is Prowler in the Yard. I don't think they've ever topped that. I don't know if they ever will or not, but albums like this are just different in their own sort of way. And Phantom Limb is just really a fun album to listen to. So yeah, here's the front cover. Matte finish on the cover. John Dyer Baisley from Baroness did the artwork. Very recognizable artwork here in full display. Back cover. Yeah, it comes with a lyric sheet with band members and credits and information. Yeah, really enjoy this. And I want to say this variant is limited to 400 copies, and this is quite a nice little vinyl here. Comes on a merge of swamp green and purple. Yeah, it looks dark on camera, but you'd have to really hold it up to a light to fully get and see what the deal is with something like this. But yeah, this really looks badass, and it sounds badass too. So yeah, very high quality here on this album. But yeah, this is one of my favorite current day Pig Destroyer records. If you haven't heard Phantom Limb, I would highly recommend you checking this out. It is absolutely worth it. So yeah, this is Pig Destroyer with Phantom Limb. Yeah. And with that being said, I'm going to conclude this video. I'm going to leave you some links to everything I talked to you about here in this video. If you happen to have heard or own any of these releases, let me know what you think and how you feel about it, and we can go from there. And I also want to give a shout out once again to my buddy Nate, the grindcore guru. Probably one of my favorite current YouTubers going right now. I love his personality, I love his music taste. He is a very genuine dude, and I'm very excited for him to have a very good future here on YouTube. I definitely recommend all of you guys who are subscribed to me to definitely check his channel out and go subscribe to him. He's got some really awesome taste, and I sense greater things for here. So yeah, go subscribe to the Grindcore Guru. I really beg of y'all to do that. So Have a great rest of your weekend. I'm going to conclude this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until next time, Army out.